my God.
Yes.
We are here back again. Another episode of The Live Light with
Part of God. How y'all doing? I am part of God.
You already took over for me.
Yeah, you know.
Part of God.
I gotta say my name. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing?
Good, great, awesome, amazing.
Hey. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be in front of your screen, in front of your whatever medium you're looking at, through the computer. You know, maybe you got a flip phone that got a little bit of data on it, but I'm here.
We here live and drive. I don't know. I haven't really had a meal today, so just excuse my mind. No, but part of God, how did you get your name? I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But how did you come up with that?
How did I get my name? It's funny. I was actually in the car with AB, a couple other people I used to be in a group with called Gene's Child, and we were just high as fuck. And we were listening to Drake. It was that album, what was it called? If You're Reading It, It's Too Late.
Yeah.
And song 6 Guy came on. And I was just like, and just on some high shit, I was like, man, I ain't 6 God, I'm part of God. And then I looked over to my friend and I was like, did I just say that? I'm gonna keep that. And I actually tried to send that over to a friend, like, yo, we should call us part of God. Like, cause my friend, he wanted a group name. He was like, yo, we should be part of God. And he was like, nah, that's trash.
What?
He hated the name. He was like, that's trash. It's just a trash name. And I was like, whatever, I'm gonna keep it. So I went through like 3 name changes, but that was the final name that I came up on.
Yeah, part of God, and it fits you. I would say this really fits you. Like, you embody, you know.
I'm actually thinking about changing it.
You really, for real?
Maybe.
Like, you don't, you know, and to have that incorporated in your name, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're very knowledgeable, like the energy that you carry, very spiritual after us sitting here speaking, like I feel like that embodies you. Like, you are literally a part of God, and you know, you wear it proudly too. So
thank you.
You know don't change it.
I don't know, because sometimes I feel like it puts me in a box. Like, I don't want people to think I'm like a Christian rapper.
Oh yeah, very true.
I've gotten, I was like, yeah, I'm part of God. It's like, bro, I've been saved for like 30 years, bro. You know, Jesus Christ came into my life. And I was like, I feel you.
I was literally just high when I came up with this.
I was like, bro, I was high. You know what I'm saying? I was going to a girl's house. There was nothing Christian about it. But, hey, man.
No, but tell us a little bit about yourself, part of God.
Yeah, most definitely. So, yeah, I'm from Virginia. I'm 22 years old. I've been doing music since I was like in 6th grade. I used to play trombone. It was funny because I played that, and then from there I've got into like rapping. Just like I hear a beat, like maybe like Drake's Forever song, and I'll write like, you know, my own little verse to it, rap it out to kids. And then other kids would be like, oh man, this is dope and stuff like that. And I remember I was just, you know, playing around with other kids and just rapping, and then one person was like, bro, you should get on FL Studio. It's like this like weird recording program thing. And I was like, okay. I tried it out the first time and I literally hated it. I illegally downloaded it and I tried to like mess with it, and I hated every moment of it. I was like, this is trash. So I deleted the program, and then I remember I got kicked out of my house. I was with my mom and my sister, and we got kicked out of our house because my mom was dating somebody and it just went sour. So from there, we got a hotel room. I downloaded it back on my computer just because I was bored, and I was just messing around with it just in the hotel room. And I was like, you know what, that really got my mind off of a lot of crap. So that's really how I got into it. And then hanging around more black people, because I used to hang around a lot of white kids like when I was in Virginia. And they never really got like the whole, I don't know, it's weird being in that environment where there's like so many white people and they don't understand like the culture. So when I got around other kids that were more like me, they were just like, you know, oh, you make beats? Oh, I rap. And then that's how I met AB, and that's how I just became the person who I am today.
You met AB out in VA?
I met AB in VA. I was rapping. Actually, I wasn't even rapping for real like that. I was just making beats, honestly. And I was messing around with this one girl who was messing around with this other chick who knew AB. So
wait. Like,
yeah.
Was that polygamy type?
No, it wasn't like she was just a hoe. It wasn't polygamy. But literally, like, I was messing around with this girl And she was dating this other girl who's named Fluency, which is my homie.
Oh,
and
I know a little bit about Fluency.
You know about Fluency?
Yeah, because I was out in Georgia, and when I first moved to Georgia, she was one person that hit me up. Like, she just moved to Georgia to, like,
really?
let's link.
Bro, small ass world.
I know, that's so cool.
That's crazy. Yeah, and then Fluency was messing around with that girl while I was dating her. But I wasn't even mad at it because I was a young dude and I was just like, I'm not even mad at it. And then the girl told Fluency that I made beats. And then Fluency heard the beats and then showed it to AB and then she was like, yo, she's come through. And then after that, I wasn't even mad at the fact that, she took my hoe.
Yeah.
I was just, I was just like, oh man, let's just make music.
You got some good connections out of it.
Bro,
so.
that's how powerful music is. It's like, oh, you took my girl? It's all good, bro. We made good music.
Very true. Very true. So a little bit more into that. What is music for you after, with your background, moving around a little bit, not feeling accepted in a certain part of, a certain group, and now here, like, what is music to you? What has it been for you?
I feel like music, for me, I don't even look at it as like sounds. I kind of look at it as the vehicle that's driving the purpose of my life, if that makes sense. Like, if it wasn't for music, I don't even know, I probably would have still been lost. Like, when I was a kid, I was very insecure. I still deal with insecurities to today. And I'm still figuring out my insecurities. But with music, I really feel like it brought me to like my higher self. Like I met people who are doing amazing things. I came out to Arizona because of music. I feel like I talked to people who were more expansive because they were artistic or they were just like on another level. Like I feel like I wouldn't have became vegan if it wasn't for music. Or I wouldn't have even thought about like, even becoming part of God. The name wouldn't even came up if I never did music. So I really look at it as like, dang, the vehicle that's taking me from here to here. So just keep on going with it.
And then up.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Keep on going higher, keep on going higher.
No, but like from Virginia to Arizona, first of all, like when you say you came here to Arizona for music, like out of all the places, especially being on the East Coast next to New York, DC, Philly, Baltimore, like music brought you to Arizona?
See, the thing is, I was rolling with AB. AB Ben had family in Arizona. Her dad lived in Arizona. Her mom lived in Arizona. She was going through a lot of like apartment troubles. She was going through a breakup. She was going, basically like her life was kind of like deteriorating in Virginia. And she was like one of my closest friends. Fluency was one of my closest friends. And also another dude named Reek. He was like one of my closest friends. We all were a group. And I wasn't really connected with anybody else. I feel like those people had like the vision that I had. So when she was like, man, fuck Virginia, I'm out. She was like, man, I'm out. I'm done with this. I sat there and I was like, well, if you about to be out, I'm about to be out because I'm not going to stay here and do what? Like I was thinking, it's like if they left and I was here, I'll probably end up smoking weed, going to the military. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Doing something that's mundane, going to the club. And I was like, nah, like I told myself, I told my mom, I told my family, like I'm telling them, you can live out a dream. And they're telling me, no, you need to go to school. No, you need to go to the military. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna say what's in my heart. I gotta go with it. I'm gonna live out a dream. So if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for AB going through the fucked up shit that she went through, I wouldn't be here. Yeah. Because she really influenced me,
So, there's beauty in the struggle,
There's
literally.
definitely beauty in the struggle. Total beauty in the struggle. Yeah.
And how has that change been for you? I mean, I know, like, you really wasn't, like, connecting with the artists out there in VA. And this is just me just quoting it in short.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
But, connecting with that that underground world, like, what difference do you see? What difference do you feel, from Virginia to Arizona?
The craziest thing is like when you look at Virginia, you see like Pharrell, you see Timbaland, you see Missy, but then when you're like, those are the people that came out of it. But then when you're in the scene, you don't see any of that. You see artists kind of like just trap artists. You see a lot of like hip hop 90s boom bap artists, and I'm just like, I'm not a trap artist. I love the 90s. I love the sound. I respect both genres. Don't get me wrong. I respect music. I respect even country music and death metal and whatever. I just know I don't make certain stuff like that. So just being around just a bunch of trap artists, a bunch of boom bap artists, a bunch of I just feel like filler music, and I knew that I wasn't putting into that. Coming out here, I really do see, I mean, of course you see your trap artists, of course you see your 90s boom bap artists, but then you see people who like are doing something different. Like I see Julius King, and I'm like, dang, that's crazy.
Yes.
And even seeing Ronnie and even seeing Lofty, and that's why I linked up with those people, and that's why we made Mahogany 4. So just being around those people, just like, oh wow, y'all forward thinking like me. So it just brought like a lot of warmth to my heart to see a lot of people that's on like a more liberal, like a liberal artistic way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like kind of changing the spectrum, if anything. Like I know like a lot of things can be looked at as black and white, you know, but coming out to Arizona, you get like the whole color spectrum, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not just like you said, trap music, trap. It's not just boom bap. It's like literally a whole different, you know, I'm still getting used to it myself, you know, trying to find my flavor and like what, like it's opening up my perspective, I would say, when it comes to music genres, where music is really going. You know, it's very futuristic, if anything, out here. Like.
No, for real. And even like, I just feel like whole Arizona's futuristic compared to the East Coast in certain ways. Like, I mean, culturally, I mean, maybe that's a whole nother thing, but like actual, like just the environment of people that you meet. Like I first met my first trans friends out here. I saw my first dispensary out here. You know what I'm saying? Seeing my first raves out here. So I'm just like, whoa, that's stuff I never seen back home. So it's crazy just seeing like stuff like that.
Experience stuff. Get out of the trap and experience life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So a little bit about Mahogany 4. What's your piece in there?
Mahogany 4, if I had to describe Mahogany 4, I love that quote that Kendrick said. There's a difference between black artists and whack artists. And I just look at us like we're 4 black artists coming together, not 4 rappers. We're not 4 singers. We're not 4 producers. We're 4 black artists coming together and really redefining what it means to be an artist, really defining what it means to be black, really redefining what it means to just be cool. And just, I don't know, I would
say a team too. If I can interrupt, like a collaboration, like black people coming together and working together and making something positive together too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
Hell yeah. And it's like one thing I love about Mahogany 4, like I go crazy about it. I'm just like, I'm so excited about it. It's the fact that we're 2 men, 2 women, you know, different sexualities in the group, different looks, you know, different skin colors. And we're literally making experimental, I mean, turn up stuff too, but like we're just making all types of genres of music. And I'm just like, I don't know who else is doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know who else is doing that. I'm not just saying that to toot my horn. I'm saying that because I feel like we need more of that. We need more of like, yo, you know, just it's all types of shades of what black can be. And that's why I love Mahogany 4, man. So.
And just not even together, like listening to you guys as individual artists too, like I'm just like, damn. Like I just sat and played your stuff on Apple Music. I'm just like, one of the albums, was it just like beats?
It was just beats,
yeah. And I finally like looked, I'm like, damn, like I get it now. I get the whole Mahogany 4 thing and why you guys had to be together and come together, because like, I mean, you guys are great as solo artists, let me tell you, but just like you said, you're gonna change a lot of things with all 4 of you together and bring all of your talents. Like I'm just mind blown. I'm really mind blown.
Like, man, have you seen Lofty's paintings? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
and like Ronnie's just forethought of like of promo marketing and ideas. Like when it comes down to the music videos, when it comes down to the parties that he throws, to the shows, to the book that he wrote, I'm just like, dang, man, like I haven't been around anybody that's been this forward thinking. So it means so much to me to like, I'm happy to be in that group.
Just be a part, right?
I'm happy.
That's why I'm like, happy. After that listening party and really being able to vibe with you guys all together, I'm just like, damn, like, I just want to like help them. You know what I'm saying? Like wherever they're at, I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the energy that you guys bring in. It's just like love. Yeah. Like it's a real genuine feeling that you get in a room. Like I was, when he played Boys Don't Cry, and then like I'm thinking back and I'm like, Part of God's on the floor, like going so hard. I'm just like, this is just a beautiful environment right now. I wish I could do this every weekend, you know? So like, I'm just grateful to be sitting here, like being able to talk to you. Like,
no, I'm grateful.
This,
I'm grateful. Because if it's not for you, then we can't spread the why we do it. So it's like, this is what means a lot. Like any artist, like I'm being so serious. Like there's so many trash ass interviewers out here. There's so many trash ass interviewers, and it's like I need someone who's helping me explain my why of why I do this. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That like get a little chills here because being in media, just like music, the industry itself, you can kind of be overlooked about with everything that's going on. And we just had this conversation at the listening party, and I apologize. I'm like, man, I've been asleep, and you're like, it's okay, like the way that society is, they highlight a lot of things where it kind of keeps your attention there, but like no, like I'm sorry, like please forgive me, please.
No, you totally forgiven.
But I just want to touch a little bit on that. I know you've kind of been leaving a little drips, but what is your intention with all this? What is your why?
My why. I have 3 goals. I put it on Instagram in my bio, but I'm gonna say it again. I want financial freedom, I want spiritual enlightenment, and I want to redefine what Black is. So when it comes to financial freedom, I realize that a lot of our problems is rooted in money. Even relationship problems are rooted in money. Like if 2 people argue all the time, well, maybe if they didn't spend so much time at work and spend so much time stressed out about money, and if they had the freedom of time, they can spend time loving each other. So I'm just like, dang, I realize a lot of our problems, even like going through, if we're going to talk about Black issues, being Black in America, the only reason why they shoot us down because when we came to America, we were used to actually build the economy. Now, really, to be honest with you, a racist white person can look at Black people like there really isn't no need for Black people to be here. So that's the reason why they exterminate us. That's the reason why they go through all these measures to, bring us down and stuff like that. But if we were financially free from the ties of America, then we can actually build our own empires. And you see people doing that like Jay-Z and Nipsey Hussle. And that's why oh man, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. But financial freedom is like one of the biggest things that you can do. It's kind of like air. Like no one gives a fuck about air. Air's all around us, but when you're suffocating, you don't care about air. And the thing is that as people, not even Black, white, but people in general in America, like money is the air that we've been suffocated from. So I want to bless everyone that I love and show other people how they can become financially free. But first, I got to do it. I got to do it. The second thing is spiritual enlightenment, because I realized that it don't matter what I do through music if I'm not. If I don't reach that moment of enlightenment, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like how many accolades I get, how many Grammys I get, because it's only gonna bring my vibration down if I'm just keep on chasing something. But until I realize that I'm complete, and then like that's what's gonna be like that's the place to move from a place of completion, not a place from incompleteness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like getting in a relationship. Like if you with somebody. And if you're like, oh, they're my soulmate, they complete me. It's like, why are you searching for somebody to complete you? Why am I searching for an accolade to complete me? So that's another reason why. That's my other why. And then my other why after that, again, is even with Mahogany 4, just redefine what Black is. Dang, I'm gonna go a little deep on this one. So I hope I don't.
Please do.
But my friend asked me this question. They asked me, am I proud to be Black? And I was sitting there and I was like, yeah and no. And the reason why I said yeah, because I mean, of course, I love who I am. I love the way I look. I love,
you know what
I'm
your
saying?
skin is glistening.
Yeah,
like it's
glowing, I love like my characteristics. I love, I can't say that I look at myself and hate myself. However, when you say the word Black, you got to think about it. When we say Black, we got to think about slavery. When we think Black, we got to think about gangsters. When you think Black, you got to think about single mothers. When you think Black, you got to think about all the stuff that's negative about Black. And that's why I really wanted to redefine what Black is. Like, no, let's redefine it. Let's start up. Let's clean the slate and let's redefine it. No more are we going to be tied to the word nigga. No more are we going to be tied to racism and police brutality. We're going to look at that shit and laugh. Not to say that it's not real, but it's just like it doesn't affect our spirit. You know what I mean? Like, let's move from a different place of positivity when we say we're Black. Not just so much on negativity. So that's my why I do everything.
Yeah, and a big piece in that last piece is like starting with ourselves first, you know what I'm saying? Looking at Black in the mirror, not seeing all those negative kind of, what are they called? I'm trying to say the word, the negative.
It's like pessimistic.
the negative connotations
Yeah.
attached to it. You know, looking at yourself, being proud of being black, you know what I'm saying? And making a conscious choice of redefining it, like showing up on time.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
you know, going places where, you know, Arizona is a predominantly white Hispanic place. So, you know, you kind of have to carry yourself. You got to go a little bit harder, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Especially with redefining something,
Mhm.
you know, making conscious choices of changing things from the past. So, like,
Right.
you know, putting down the guns and trying to talk, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Or not being so hard all the time. Like black men, we always gotta be hard all the time. Like
Yeah.
nigga, I'm wearing a choker today. Nigga, I don't care what you say. I got chokers on. I got this little fancy jewelry.
you know, the
Call me
balance.
what you want. Yeah,
Balance, right?
balance.
Mhm.
Femininity. Put some femininity into it.
And there's
You know,
nothing wrong with
softness.
it, you know.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with it at all. I'm trying to like tap into this femininity as femininity.
You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
I'm trying to tap into that as well. So
Yeah.
starting with like just cutting off all my hair, you know, like looking at myself and just seeing beautiful regardless, you know, taking my earrings out one day and just like
Yeah.
you are, you know, just little things like that. So
Exactly.
but man, there's so much to be taken from this interview.
Yeah.
But what is some last words you want to go ahead and leave for the people watching? Someone that, you know, might be in that group that you were in that you weren't connecting with, or, you know, just someone that's out here that's black and not seeing themselves as powerful, or that they're lacking everything. Like, what are those last words you have to say to the folks watching?
Dang. The last words I have to say is that, shoot. Let me think about it, because I wanna leave y'all with something that y'all can really digest.
I'm like, look, make us think for a couple years. You feel me?
At the end of the day, your spirit is really, really, really important. You know, really trust yourself, really trust your spirit, and find something that really moves you to be a better person. You know, find a passion, find a hobby out here, find God, find Allah, find Buddha, find whatever. It doesn't matter. It can be kittens. I don't care. It can be whatever, but your whole purpose in life is to be happy. Just know that. It's not nothing weird. It's not nothing. Your whole purpose in life is to be happy. So just understand and move from a place that makes you happy, that produces positive consequences. Not something that's hedonistic, that's only pleasure based. Like, you know, we can get caught up in all that, but always move from a place that produces positive consequences and you'll be all right.
I love it. I love it. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at I am part of God. You probably gonna do something weird right there. I feel you know you're gonna do a little edit. I don't know, but yeah. And then also from my music on any of the streaming platforms, Part of God. And yeah, I'm out here. Bam.
Part of God.
Yes.
Another episode of the Live Light. We is out.